I hope I'm audible and the mic are working good. I hope the sound of AC is not coming that much into the audio, but yeah. So yeah, the this is going to be the last part of this series. I didn't give any name to this series particularly, but yeah, uh, I talked about the thoughts, the things which affect the mental thinking and the mental focus and decision. And in the second part of the video, I discussed around those around each point except the main and the last one, which was fifth one, that is thinking, which was based on all above points you are thinking. Based on all the points, what you're thinking, and then based on that thinking, what you are pursuing, that comes under the thinking part. So here did it with brainstorming or research, you can see whatever that is. Yeah. So as I told in the second part of the video that the structure of the brain will going to be depend upon how we are working on these points, on these 3 points, then 4 point, and that point also the thinking part. Because structure of the brain, that is something which we cannot change, but we can improve over time, and that can be only possible when you work on these things. So the second point was the thoughts of mind. So I review and I brainstorm based on what I'm going to do, what things I'm going to follow from tomorrow. So thoughts of the brain something is which is not in your control. Thoughts of the mind or brain is something like a mud. The more you control, the more you lose the control over it. So you cannot control the thoughts of your mind or change the thoughts which is usually creates in your mind from the next day. Okay, so that is something I'm not going to work on. That is something which will improve with time. The more I work on the point which I ticked here, the more it become good and the more it become focused to those things which in which I am genuinely focused. I'm not going to use this type of words in future. Okay. The one point I also crossed, that was what you are going to eat. Like, uh, see, one thing I understand that I'm going to control this, what I'm eating thing. I will focus more on healthier side than the junk food. But there's two problem with that, so that I'm not going to focus from tomorrow on this thing. The first thing is that uh, you know junk food are not only those food which you are eating outside on the street or into the cafe or something like that. Junk food is also the food which you are eating in your home. Like sometimes the food has a lot of oil or refined oil. Okay, that will not become a part of a junk food, but that is also a unhealthy food. When I'm saying a junk food, I'm like including the unhealthy foods also in that. So that is something is not in my control. I have to eat what is cooking in my house. I can give a feedback, but I can't control it because there are a lot of people who are also eating the same food. So that is something is not in my control, and working on something that is not totally in your control is not a good thing. The second thing is that Whenever I feel bad, whenever I not feel the way I want to be, the way I feel usually, so I eat junk food. I go outside, I eat momo, I eat, chap and all that stuff, chole bhature, but golgappe and tikki, pani puri. But the thing is that, okay, so those things gives me, a recharge that is so much needed to me. So that is something I can't change from the next day. So yeah, I'm going to work on this after a month when I make that 2 points so common as a part of my daily habit. So the 2 points which I want to work on, the first one is what you are consuming through your ear, eyes, and body. Okay, so what I'm consuming, I can divide this point into several sub points. So it starts with what I'm consuming from my surrounding, from my physical surrounding. What I'm consuming being in this room without going on internet. What I'm consuming when I leave my room and I go in the living room. What things I'm focusing on myself, family drama or maybe society drama, maybe the drama which is going on the street. I'm going to focus to not consume those stuff because I don't have a control on those stuff, and those stuff has no uh, any those stuff are not important for me for next few years are the things which I want in the man I want to become in next few years. So yeah, the first thing is what I'm consuming from the physical world, from my this real world. I'm going to stop consuming things like, okay, there are things going on bad, good, okay, but that will not go into my thoughts or into my thinking process. That will be there. Okay. The second thing is that what I'm consuming on through media, through social media. Uh, Even when it comes to a lot of good content. Nowadays, I'm following a lot of great YouTubers, Instagram accounts, X accounts. They upload very great videos around the science of physics. Okay, the way they explain those fundamentals of the physics, which was a part of my academic during my school days, I'm not able to understand those things even 10%. Now, these people are using very great graphs, video, slash animation to explain those things, and those videos are so great. But sometimes I consume myself, like I put myself a lot into those videos, and that is something which has no direct impact in my career, like in my physical, sorry, in my professional or in my personal life. So I'm going to avoid those type of videos. If there is any great video or reel or any great post, a tweet, I'm going to save it for the later later again. Okay, so that I know whenever I get a free time, I will rewatch that thing or watch that thing. I'm going to write things on a paper. Like there are a few stuff you have to do on a daily basis. Those are the fixed things, like making your bed, brushing, bathing, and all that stuff, daily routine part. I'm going to make a proper routine. I'm not going to give a time, like a fixed time. I have to go for the sleep at 10 p.m. and get up at 6 a.m. at morning. No, I'm just going to put things like I have to do brush, I have to do bath, I have to do this. I have to only eat for 3 times. 2 times should be healthier than the third one. I have to take only like 7 or 8 hour of sleep. The time can be changed based on the day, but the duration and the thing which I have to do is going to be fixed. So yeah, that's stuff I'm going to do. Um, Here, what I say, I will consume only what matters in my next 2 to 3 years. 90 to 95% time. That can be what I'm consuming from from the real world, from the internet. Yeah, so that thing I'm going to do. I will make a video after 2 months or maybe after 1 month. After 2 months, maybe after 60, yeah, 75 days. I will make a video on 75th or 76th day, starting from tomorrow, that how much I work on this point and I improve what thing I improve in myself based on that these points. I will do at least one physical activity every day. That can be your running. Most of the time that will be your running or maybe jogging thing. But if not, then based on the what is the temperature is outside, the pollution level, AQI and all. If that is not body friendly, then I will do some exercise, something like push-ups and all in my house, in my room, sorry. And in the remaining 10 to 5%, I will surround myself with the good people, with the like it will be on online and offline. When I say I will surround for myself with good people, yes, there is not like in the physical world, maybe things right now in not in my control to surround myself with the good people. Uh, but I can surround myself with the good people in my mind in the physical world. For example, if there are 10 people in my surrounding and two are great people with whom I love to, hang out, and eight are there like I don't like to be with them, but I cannot replace them. I change myself from to different place. So I'm not going to consume what they are saying, that eight people. I'm not going to put my thought on those people. Remaining two, I will thought about their whatever they speak, whatever they say, whatever they give feedback on that stuff, on that all stuff. So I will not give that eight people entry into my mind, except that two one. On online, I have a control, so I have no problem. Meaning of good people is totally going to depend on what I want to be in next 2 to 3 years, and how life I want to live in my whole life of this consciousness. So yeah, I'm also going to surround myself with good books and thesis. The books which going to help me directly. I'm not going to waste my time on reading a lot of trendy uh, or self improvement books. I will choose like what thing I have to improve myself like in myself, and based on that I will read books. In thesis, I'm going to only read thesis, research paper based on what I'm doing in my professional life, maybe what I will do in future. Something to learn which can be helpful in my real world, in my real stuff. So yeah, I'm going to follow these things and based on that stuff, whatever the change I will build in the next 75 days. On 76th day, I will post a video. I hope I didn't forget. I do not forget.